Good everyone, Les here from BG Trading and I hope you are well. Today is November 14th, 2023 and I'll be once again analyzing ZIP and Sezzle, two buy now pay later companies that everyone hated over the last 12 months, but everyone loved back 2020, 2021 and 2022. So what's happening with those stocks? We have seen a potential bounce across those two stocks and obviously also majority of growth stocks and tech stocks. So we want to explore particularly those two stocks because they are sort of finance, also growth and tech all combined, so like sort of a mix of three different sectors within one. So we call that buy now pay later sector. And these stocks have technically showed a very compelling bounce. Especially Sezzle today. It had a huge reversal. And I'm going to explore why. Let's have a look. Just want to remind you, this is not a financial advice, it's just us from BG Trading sharing with you how we apply BGS 20 strategies together with our VP members to chase 20 to 40% within 1 to 3 month lead time. So if you like the strategy, please share this video with someone and subscribe the channel. Also, I would like to invite you right now to become a member of our free Facebook community to post a lot of great quality content, including some of our results, which, by the way, we traded Sezzle with 3 hours today together with some of our VP members. Very interesting strategy. We call it a stop loss with buyback strategy. And we're going to explore that in this video, by the way. But essentially, we also talk about our promotions, which we have Black Friday coming on, and if you want to become a VIP member, you can take advantage of 35% off right now until the Black Friday. You can sign it up or take our online trading courses if you want to learn the strategy by yourself and apply yourself. The time is now. Market set to rally in 2024. It has started already. Obviously, we still need to look into what's happening with the CPI and inflation. However, we expect good things to come at the worst could have passed. Now, we also share a fantastic conversation with our members all about potential buying opportunity stocks that could rally 20 to 40% within 1 to 3 month time. That's all about this community, guys. And you can post your stocks that you think will be interested. We can sometimes analyze if we have time. So let's start with Sezzle. I'm going to jump straight into the technical aspect of those stocks because, as I said before, I sense that everyone's really want to talk about the technical aspect. Look at this huge reversal today. There was a huge. The thing is, Sezzle last week, I actually bought Sezzle a couple of weeks ago, and then a few days after we bought it, it went in trading halt. So they stopped trading and has been suspended for a few days with the announcement that the company will be delisted from the ASX in January, 24th of January by memory. So what happened then? People freaked out because they think they would have their money trapped. However, as I have highlighted to our VIP members, Sezzle now has been reporting positive EBITDA, profitable EBITDA for the last 5 consecutive quarters. This and think this way, the worst period possible with high interest rates, high inflation, high interest rates, which obviously bring the cost, the operational cost of this particular type of business really high. So they obviously they streamline the strategy, the growth strategy. They now focus into sustainability, and that's exactly what shareholders are looking for. And most important, Sezzle is now trading at nearly its 24 months low. Interesting enough, we found that what we call hypothetical support level around $15 to $16. This is again support and resistance according to BGS 20 strategy, is not a number, is a range. So that's why we are considering this ranging between $15 to $16. That's the range. And you can see this huge hangman candle here, a reversal with huge volume. That suggests us first signs of reversal. Now, this is a huge sign of reversal here for Sezzle. People misunderstood, and I even put this this morning, because what happened was, I'm just gonna go through this here with you guys. This morning, we've been trading. We bought Sezzle around this sort of level. Here's a $15 to $16, and this morning has triggered our stop loss. The stop loss was set around $14.80. What happened was, so this morning we took the stop loss at $14.50. But we decided to buy back the stock at $12.20. Why did we decide to buy back the stock at $12.20? First of all, because we know the fundamentals for this particular company has been improving. It's better than ever before. So we zip, to be honest. And that's why we're looking into these stocks anyway. So 5 consecutive quarters with positive EBITDA, not net profitable yet, but we believe we could see the full year result is in February. The full financial year result 2023 for Sezzle will be in February. This is a US company. We most likely will see if not a break even, we might even see a net profit after tax if the company continues to report as it has been. So that suggests us the company is undervalued at the moment. Obviously, it's been trading a penny of dollars before, like cents, but then they consolidated about 60 times, something that now just before they start listing at NASDAQ. US investors, they tend to perceive that stocks with higher value are better quality companies, where Australian investors, at least retail investors, like stocks with a lower value because they think the higher value stocks are too expensive. It's just a sort of cultural and just a perception, but essentially is exactly the same thing. So if I go to intraday chart, what we did there, we applied BGS 20 strategy today, and exactly how we apply within the daily chart, we apply on the intraday chart. So essentially what we did, we look at these signs of reversal right here as what we call bullish intersection level 1 after this 25% sell-off that we sold. Was a bullish intersection level 2 right here, followed by a bullish intersection level 1. So essentially we bought that, and we just held the stock for the whole day, and we ended up selling half of our holdings at 28%. We sold half of our holdings for 28% profit during the day today. So after 3 hours, essentially. So even here, we got a print screen of our broker account, as you can see. Sezzle at 27%. That was massive. Obviously, we took action really quickly here. We are fortunate to take opportunity on this particular stock. Could have been another stock, but we are actually watching because we are holding this particular stock, and that triggered our stop loss at the same time. So essentially what we did, we used the stop loss with immediate buyback strategy to make 28% in 3 hours on intraday. Remembering that BGS 20 strategy is a really good strategy on an intraday chart. Okay. Overall, the outlook for Sezzle is pretty positive on my humble opinion. Remembering that the company will save a lot of money by only be listed in US, by delisting on ASX. Whether now you want to keep holding this particular stock during the US trade after they delisted, that's up to you. We will try exit of this stock before the January delisting. Hopefully it reaches our BGS 20 target And then you ask, oh, you just did make 28% profit. But the reason what we did was we are actually holding a little bit loss on this particular position. But then when the stop loss sold the stock at $14.50, we bought back at $12.20 and we sold at $15, half of the holdings, which represented exactly the initial amount that we have. And we still hold the other half, which means we have half of our position of holdings free of charge, holding half of our original position, as you can see there. It's not much, 1,250 shares, but we're hoping, if we reach the target, we're hoping make $10,000. Hopefully, let's see if it happens. So let's have a look at ZIP now. ZIP IP. This is another Bnpl stock, has been incredibly profitable for us, but we throughout this year we attempt multiple times to take advantage of potential bounces. We're expecting to be a huge bounce as inflation came at the first half of this year. Inflation came lower than expected, but unfortunately we got knocked and the stock has fallen our stop loss few times this year. That's fine because we set very tight stop loss. This is part of the strategy, is part of trading. Part of trading is you're going to take stop loss if hits the stop loss. So protect your capital. But essentially what I want to show you here is that this could be the bounce that we've been looking for. So if you see last year, we had several bounces, and this particular bounce here was in July last year when the stock, when ZIP has sort of reached 42 cents. Just so you see how high this stock has risen that particular period. So 284% essentially. Now, if you look back in 2021, 2022, we have multiple attempts of the stock, and that's because there is relatively low liquidity, and let's face it, everyone is interested in this particular stock. They all deny, all the so-called analysts deny, but when they can jump into it, they probably have a partial ZIP on their particular personal portfolios. Anyway, just speculating in, guys. But anyway, what I want to show you here, we had about 68% bounce right here so far. But if we could, I'm expecting at least 100% bounce, which could bring ZIP to well above 50 cents. Probably we'll try 50 cents and we'll find a hypothetical resistance with a lot of supply over there. Also would be hitting this 250 moving average. So if you ask me what would be the most safe exit for ZIP, would be around 50 cents. Okay, but then the market could still be buying. All we need is just some higher unemployment rates in US and in Australia to show the inflation could start coming down, and Fed and Reserve Bank of Australia could start cutting rates, and then it's more Fed in this case, and then we will see ZIP spiking really hard, regardless if there is or not fundamental value for this particular company. Now, in terms of sustainability, because every time we buy a stock, we want to see how sustainable this stock, are they going to survive, they're going to go under. ZIP has reported its first quarter of positive EBITDA. Profitable EBITDA. So obviously Sezzle is well beyond in terms of sustainability than ZIP, but ZIP is getting there. That's how Sezzle start, with first positive EBITDA at December last year, now going towards the fifth consecutive quarter, and ZIP could be exactly the same, could go back into growth phase, and that's when we will see further rally on this particular stock. Could go to $1. Yes, it could within the next 12 months, but this time I think 50 cents is a pretty damn good exit. If you have bought the stock at 30s or 20s or even the low 40s, still making a very decent money. I just want to highlight to you guys that there is this hypothetical resistance level and this SMA long-term moving average 250 days. Now, should we hold ZIP for long-term? I would say if inflation comes down, unemployment rate goes up, and things start, we see some economic shrink, then definitely yes, I would definitely hold ZIP. So you need to keep following the key macroeconomic facts to see whether you should keep holding ZIP or not. At the moment, it's a hold. From the technical aspect, we see green candles on the Renaschor with a high volume over and over again, and red candles on the Renaschor with low volumes. The momentum is still building strongly to the upside. Could be a lot more upside on this particular stock, and so is on Sezzle. So we're very positive for those stocks. Hope that was valuable. Let us know what you think, and remember, Black Friday, another 2 weeks. Thank you very much. I'll see you next video.